Hey y'all, it's India from lifeisapage-turner.com and 90s born reader. Today I don't have like a book review or a book discussion, but I am going out of town soon, so I'm leaving for Cuba with a couple of my line sisters, or sorority sisters. If you don't know what line sisters are, they're my sorority sisters. And before I always leave for a trip, I always do a little bit of a book haul. I don't know, it's not really a book haul. It's more like I made sure I have some books before I go to read on vacation, especially if we're going to be out on the beach or for the plane ride or sitting in the airport. I always make sure I've got books to read. So today I just wanted to share which books I have decided to bring with me. And so let's get started. Well, I guess I'll start with what I bring down with me when I travel. So now that I got my awesome handy dandy iPad Pro, I love this thing, love it. I bring this with me. I bring it instead of my laptop because of course it's a lot lighter. I've got a keyboard for it, and I've got the Apple Pencil for it, and so it does everything that I needed to do, and so I love it. But on top of that, I also have Kindle. I read mostly ebooks, or I read mostly on electronic readers or something like that, just for portability purposes, and they're lighter. Obviously I should carry one thing, so I get to carry more of them, and so that's why I read mostly on ebooks and e-readers, but I'll talk more about that later, or in a different video probably. So I've got this, which is of course great, for low light situations or anything like that. But then I've also got your basic Kindle, your basic cheapest version there is. There's no backlight. It's just, hey Barrett, hi doggy, what's up dog? It's just your basic run-of-the-mill Kindle. It's super lightweight, super thin. I normally bring this too, just because when you're outside a lot, sometimes the iPad, only if you turn the brightness all the way up can you see it, versus on the Kindle you can see this in the sun. If you're laying out in the pool or at the beach or something, you can always see your screen. And it has a really good battery life, so that's also really good. It connects through Wi-Fi, so you do have to have Wi-Fi in order to download your books. So I try and always download them before I leave, just in case I don't have Wi-Fi. Unlike my Kindle, my iPad with my Kindle app has Wi-Fi and cellular. So that's why I'm bringing. Those are two things I normally bring with me on vacation: iPad, Kindle. Always have books. Have as many as you want, many as you need, because sometimes you just power through a book and you can't put it down, right? Okay. But what I am bringing with me on this Cuba trip, obviously, since it is on my Kindle, I have a lot of book options, and I just found out I had Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare on my Kindle for the past year. I've had it since it came out, so over a year, and I haven't read it yet. And I was like, what am I doing? Because we all know that Lord of Shadows just came out as well. So I'm behind. I'm sorry, I've been living under a rock apparently. We're gonna have to talk to schools about having more time for free reading and less time for textbooks. I know. But anyway, so some of the books that I am reading or plan on reading in my airplane ride, obviously I'm going to read Lady Midnight now that I know where it is and that I know that I have it. So I'm going to read that while I'm going down there. I got a new one I hadn't heard of that I stumbled upon in Barnes & Noble's while I was walking around one day, and so that means I'm going to read also this one, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So I'm going to read that one too, and I'm super excited about it. It looks really good. And I've been slowly but surely reading Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I get distracted and I end up reading something else, but I've been working through it, been working on it, and so I've got a lot to go, but I also have that on my list as well. So I've got those 3 books to read while I'm down there. You know, if we go out to the beach and we're hanging out, or it's probably won't actually read that much while in Cuba, but for the plane ride, as well as sitting in the airport, I will probably read a lot during those times. So, you know, it's, you know, not a book review video, but it's raining outside, and I wanted, you know, I was feeling comfy, and I just want to talk about it because I'm supposed to be packing, and I haven't started packing yet, and we leave in like 2 days. So, that's what I'm reading. Do you all have any books that you plan on reading, or any up-and-coming vacations, or do you like to make reading lists before you go to see what you can get through? If you do, let me know. Let me see what you're reading on vacation, any good summertime reads, and we'll talk about it. But that's all for me. Look out for a video on my favorite e-readers, or why I chose e-readers versus books in the future. Until next time, keep turning the pages.
I get it, it's mine and nobody like me. I think they just mad cause I finished school. On to the next, so what's your move?